now to welcome a lady called Laura Phillips to the stage. Laura is going to tell you about her journey and the support that she's received from Penny Brohn. So Laura, would you come up to the stage?
Good afternoon, everybody. It's an absolute honour to be here today with so many wonderful women in this room. Thank you, Penny Brohn and the Pennyprom team. The work you do is absolutely outstanding. And I'm here today to tell you why Penny Brohn has made it possible for me to stand here today. Thank you. My name is Laura Phillips. I'm 37 and I'm a physical education teacher. I'm originally from Wales. That has just made my day. Brilliant. But now I'm living in Corsham with my partner. And I run a cancer community called We Get It. So, a bit about me. I have a family motto. And I'm not sure if anyone else does here, but my family motto is one life live it. And that's down to my parents. I've literally taken that very seriously. So I try to live my life as much as I can. And they said to me, Laura, you know, if you work really hard, you can achieve anything you want. So I did it. I worked really hard. I was able to travel and teach abroad in Australia, America, and recently in South Korea. It's not a place I say to holiday, but it was a fantastic job. And I'm a big fan of extreme sports. So I love anything extreme. Scuba diving, surfing, and probably one of my favourite skiers. I'm not sure if we've got any skiers in the room. Brilliant. So I'm the type of skier that likes to go to the top of the black run. And I don't know why, but I'm like, how fast will it take me to get from the top to the bottom? So that's kind of how I live my life, a bit 100 miles an hour. But then one day that changed. And on the 20th of April 2016, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 3. And I had tumours in my neck, my lung, spleen, pelvis, aorta and stomach. So when the doctor says to you, you've got cancer, it's stage 3 aggressive, it's travelling around your body, you need chemo straight away, 5 days, it's life or death, you kind of go, okay, yeah. But then they turn around and say, you're going to lose your hair. And I actually, my hair's grown out, so I'm really chuffed about that, but I did have very long blonde hair, so I was like, right, okay, and you might not be able to have children. So my initial reaction was I wasn't scared of dying. I was actually scared of not being able to live, because I was actually a bit annoyed because I was like, but I'm not ready to go yet. I'm 34, I've got so much to do. And so that, in my mind, was the one thing I held on to. I just kept thinking, but I'm not ready to go. And I want to live. And if the other thing I was looking at, that really, if I look back now, was, this is quite hard for me to say, but I'm going to share it today, was actually the impact it had on my family and friends. Because I had to sit there and I had to watch the consultant tell my dad, your daughter's got cancer. And for me, to watch your dad cry was heartbreaking. So from that moment on, I was like, I need to live, and I'm going to do everything and anything I can to make sure I live. So when I turned to the doctor, obviously being a PE teacher, I turned to the doctor and I went, lying in bed, I'm really not very well because I had pneumonia and a collapsed lung as well. So I'm lying in bed, chemo's probably in about 24 hours, and I turn around and I say, so can I exercise? And he's probably looking at me going, what is she on about? And I'm like, and he goes, no Laura, you've just got to rest. And I was saying, there is no way I'm going to be resting. So in my mind, I set up my own little program. And I just did a walking program every day, and I would literally have chemo, and I'd roll out of bed, put my clothes on over my pyjamas, and just go for a walk around the garden, because I knew as a PE teacher, I was like, I know my muscles are going to deteriorate, I know mentally that's not going to be great for me. So I set up my own little walking program. And then nutritionally, I said to the doctor again, what can I eat? Because I knew I needed to work on my mind, my body, what can I eat? And the doctor turned around and said, Laura, if you want a chocolate donut, have one. I was like, there's no way of doing that either. So So that's when I kind of went into a kind of mission mode, and my friends and family, I've got to say, were absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I will say as well, the medical care I had, again, brilliant. I wouldn't be here today without the medical treatment I received. But then my friend, Lucy, came over and went, Laura, I've got this book for you, and it's Nourish, the Penny Brohn cookbook. And she said, have you heard of Penny Brohn? And I went, no, I haven't actually. She said, you need to check it out, because everything you keep saying about mind and body, that's what they do. So I was like, right, okay, let's get over there. And as soon as I walked through the doors of Penny Brohn, it was like a sense of relief. I just had a big sigh, because I will mention Nurse Susie, because she just smiled at me. She said, come and sit down, and I felt I was being heard and listened to and seen for the first time, because they weren't just talking to my cancer, they were talking to me. And Penny Brohn, for me, enabled me, supported me, helped me get here today. And I utilised everything you see, I went to. I was like, yes, yes, and yes. I spoke to Dr. Solomon, who I have the utmost respect for, and everyone that works here. So I went to the Living Well course. And that's where it kind of hit home really for me, because I thought, right, physically I've got this. Nutritionally I've got this. Emotionally, I've definitely not got this. And that's where, I know it's Mental Health Awareness Week, but I didn't realise actually how much emotionally cancer had impacted me. And Penny Brohn helped me on that journey. I know today we're raising money, counselling services, for the emotional and psychological services here at Penny Brohn. I can't tell you how much that helped me, because I had 8 counselling sessions, and then the counsellor said to me, Laura, I think you might need another 8. And I went, right, okay, I'll take 16. So I had 16 sessions. Because what I was doing was, when someone said to me, how are you? And if people have been diagnosed in this room, they might understand this. But when someone would say to me, how are you? I'd pause and I'd go, I've got 2 answers here. I've got, I'm fine, thanks. Or do I tell them the truth? I feel like I've got poison in my body, my mouth feels terrible, my head is itching, I'm up all night on steroids. So my answer would be, yeah, I'm fine, thanks. And I'd block that, because I'd seen the impact I had on my dad, and I was scared. I didn't want to put anyone else through that. And I wanted to meet like-minded people that I could relate to. And that's what counselling helped me. But actually, when I came to Penny Brohn, I also was able to find like-minded people that understood me and helped me. Today, I am 3 years in remission, and thank you. Thank you. And I'm back teaching part-time. Hair's grown back, which is great. And I also run a cancer community in Bath called We Get It, to try and help other people with their emotions as well. I would truly believe what Penny Brohn does here with a whole life approach, with a body, mind, spirit and emotions, should be offered to everybody affected by cancer. Everybody deserves a Penny Brohn in their city, because what they do is absolutely phenomenal. They give you choice, they give you hope, they enable you to live. I would not be here on this stage speaking to you without them. So I would just like to say a massive thank you, and can we have a big round of applause please for Penny Brohn. We're here to raise £82,000 to help the emotional psychological services here at Penny Brohn. They provide it for free. It's £40 for 1 session. It's £400 for free 10 sessions. Please pick up, if I can find my pledge, please pick up your pledge, pick up your pen. It's Laura's pledge, and donate today, because like Laura said, there are 30 people on that waiting list. 30 people that need your help. It's not just about the cancer, it's about the mind, the body, the spirit and the emotion, and the whole life approach. Everyone should have that opportunity. Thank you very much for having me today. Thank you.